This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
No, we're back in Greensboro, Tony.
Greensboro. Sorry. What the
fuck? This is not the original music, but it's a cool entrance. Let's track it. We see a lighting treatment and a smoke treatment for Tully Blanchard and JJ Dillon here. Will that have been something that you were a part of, Mr. Crockett?
Yeah, well, you also want, Dusty wanted something. So if I'm going to do something for Dusty, I need to do something for Tully too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just smoke pot, dry ice, and some lighting behind them. That's, par cans and so forth. It's, it was an easy fix.
It's pretty cool to see, where we were with just the presentation of wrestling, the spotlight, the smoke, special lighting effects. And from a music standpoint, we're not hearing the original music that was played here as we see a shot of Dusty's locker room there. Let's track it here.
The music they originally used, if I'm right, Conrad, was Bob Seger, old time rock and roll.
There's Dusty. And looking at down the side of the head, it says Tully. Did you have a nickname for this shot where we catch the guy backstage on his way to the ring? I know eventually people would call it the Goldberg shot.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, maybe it was the Tyson shot, but here in '86, was there a nickname for this, Mr. Crockett?
No, not so much. Just backstage.
Yeah. The Dusty ass shot is what it is. I don't know where the hell he's going, man. I don't know.
See, we got some moving lights there. Well, it's really just a beacon turning, just like a lighthouse, and then the smoke, and put a star filter on the camera. Yeah. That's why you see the stars there. Dusty has Tully written on the side of his head.
Yeah, man.
And spotlights, that's.
Yeah, spot to follow him to the ring.
I know it sounds silly, Mr. Crockett, but I got to ask. You guys were just playing Bob Seger. There was no licensing deal in place, right?
Hell no.
Yeah. Just play the music, man.
Yeah. It's not like Ric Flair.
Yep.
I owe taxes? No, I don't owe taxes.
Hey, it's just like the song for Jimmy Valiant was the Manhattan Transfer and Boy from New York City.
Yeah.
And if you go back to that where we started and see the graphics for Jimmy Valiant against Paul Jones, if you listen quickly, there's a clip of that the WWE left in there. You could hear it.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's listen to Chuck and Tom here.
Championship. This is a fight to the finish, a first blood match. The first man to draw blood from his opponent will win the match. Introducing first in the corner to my right, the challenger from San Antonio, Texas, accompanied by his manager, J.J. Dillon, weighing in tonight, 275 pounds, Tully Blanchard. And now, look out, the world television champion,
Notice Dusty's got the Magnum TA t-shirt on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right. He's putting a nose guard on, isn't he?
Oh, gotcha.
What is that?
Head guard. I guess I don't know what. Who knows?
Blood match, right? So the idea is less likely to bust a cauliflower ear or blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Hey,
All
David,
right. I'm going to have a question here. I've got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you look at this, and then you look at today, what's better as far as, I I didn't have all the lighting, but as far as, we're concentrating on the wrestlers. The wrestlers look good. The ring looks good.
Right.
What else did I need?
I don't have an answer for that. What else
I
did you
think
need?
less is more. I think everybody listening to this agrees that this is not a better presentation if it's just everywhere you look, it's an LED screen like with WWE.
Right.
Nobody ever said, honey, let's go down and see those LED screens at the arena.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to see the wrestlers. They're going to see the matches. They want the action. The LED screens are just sort of there.
Yeah.
We had the fastest hour in television. I mean,
for sure.
That all our cameramen, I would tell them, I said, when they go down on the mat and you have a close up, you have to start pulling out as soon as we take you, because they're not going to stay there longer than 30 seconds, if that. And so, we just didn't lay around on the mat. JJ, he does the flop better than anybody.
Look at him.
Now, the legend is in '86, we saw a couple of promos where Arn and Tully would get excited about Baby Doll trying to attack JJ, and with a big shit-eating grin, Tully would say to Arn on TV, and regarding Baby Doll attacking JJ, she must have wanted to meet Johnny Bench. I wonder what that was about, Mr. Crockett. That's a weird story.
Who knows? I don't know myself. You need to ask Tully.
It's the same thing Arn said. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, while I've got you, this past year I had a chance to catch up with the Nature Boy himself, and he was telling old Jimmy Crockett stories. And he said I'm supposed to ask you, and I don't know what this means, but what is the tip of the spear?
Spear chucker. Jimmy was the spear chucker.
What does that mean?
You know what it means. Jimmy had a spear, and it wasn't in his hands.
Okay.
Oh gosh. I get it. It's a wrestling podcast, but he's saving us money on our mortgage. Do you really trust this process? The reviews don't lie. 5-star review after 5-star review. We make it fast, we make it easy, and it's no cost or obligation. Give us a shot to earn your business. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did, especially if you like keeping more of your own money. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket, so what are you waiting for? Hurry to savewithconrad.com. Somebody has cut JJ here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a good job.
Now, JJ, you could tell when he was rolling around that he was getting ready to bleed.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got that elbow from Dusty. And so we got a first blood match here. And JJ has obviously drawn first blood of the people in the ring. JJ was he was an organized
yes.
son of a gun, man. I really don't know if, I mean, you can't really, his value to Dusty and the business this time is immeasurable.
I agree. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, if I'm right, David, when Dusty would book the storylines, but when we would have house shows, especially spot shows,
right.
I kind of think, that JJ would end up booking the shows as far as the house shows are concerned. He knew who was on top. He knew what talent he had. So he just kind of put them together, I would think. And then Dusty would approve them. Am I right to say that?
Yes. Yeah. And then you had Sandy Scott.
Right.
Yeah. And Gene Anderson there.
Yeah.
Good old Gene. And Gene was the one, that would always keep the time.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, when I think about my life and I think about being in the back of Crockett Promotions and sharing a office with Sandy Scott and Gene Anderson across the way and Dusty in the corner and then Jimmy and then you, What a wonderful time that was for me.
Oh, yes.
To be associated with all you guys. I mean, it was just, God, it just.
I'd do it again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With all the aggravation of some of this, I'd still do it again.
Sure. Sandy Scott passed away, and I never was able to say goodbye to him, and which breaks my heart because Sandy was a good man.
Very good man.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about the Scotts for a minute, Mr. Crockett. You know, a lot of our listeners, boy, they know all about JJ. They know all about Dusty. Of course, everybody talks about you and Tony. I mean, you guys were all staples on TV, but Sandy Scott and George Scott, can you just speak to their contributions over the years for you guys?
They first came to us as wrestling talent. George and Sandy Scott, out of Canada, wrestled a tag team, and then George left for a while, if I remember correctly, and then Sandy stayed, and then Jimmy hired George as the booker,
right?
And we were going through a real low time when he came in. Things just weren't working,
right?
And changed the whole concept. I mean, that's when he brought Wahoo in,
right?
John Valentine, right. and it took a while, but all of them caught on.
Yeah,
and it did well.
Yeah,
did well, and then it was strange seeing George and Dusty in the same room,
right?
And Jimmy trying to balance those balls.
Yeah. George also, if I'm right, and we're talking about the height of my fandom in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, when George was booking, I think, for the Crockett's. He's the one, didn't he bring in Steamboat and started Ricky Steamboat's career? Am I right about that?
Yes, I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because Rick is the one. Ric Flair is the
right.
one that really, because as champion, he would, and then we're trying to get him ready for champion. If he wasn't champion, then he was traveling. That's how Iron got to us. Steamboat. Rick came back and said, "Hey, this guy's not doing anything in Atlanta." Talking about Steamboat, you need to bring him in, and I'll make it work. Yeah. Same thing with Iron. That you looked. Arn sent that tape in, and you look and say, "Yep, he's an Anderson."
Yeah. Sandy or George Scott had a impact on all that. Now, if I'm right, and I don't know if you can just agree to this. I don't know if you know why, but Sandy and George did not get along at all.
Yes, they were brothers.
They were brothers, but didn't speak to each other.
Wow,
they were brothers. I mean, yes, two totally different individuals.
Yeah, I remember just hearing Sandy say to Gene, he says, the way he treated us back then, or the way he acted, if you think I'm going to make up with him, you're wrong. Yeah, I remember hearing Sandy say that. So it was some very, very serious heat between the two boys.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah,
in Canada.
Yeah,
whatever it was, don't know.
Yeah,
but we'll never know. Don't want to know.
No, never know. And Sandy, a referee bump.
Yep.
And look at Tully looking for any help he can, and there it is from JJ.
The shoe.
But Dusty caught him.
The freaking shoe.
Do his thing. Here we go.
These guys are only going to go about 7 minutes or so.
Ref bump.
We had another ref bump, didn't we?
Yeah, that's two. So there only goes.
Here we go. Nah. JJ just lost his shoe.
Of course, many times.
We see Dusty wearing out the forehead of Tully Blanchard here. Remember, it's a first blood match, and
he's trying.
Yeah.
Zip. Did you do it?
don't know if he did or I think he did. No, he did on the right side of his forehead.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the crowd here.
The referee is still down, face down on the mat. Good now, with a towel wiping off the forehead. Vaseline on it. There you see JJ doing it work.
He had Vaseline, a towel. Then he reaches in his pants for a gimmick, so to speak. And
coins.
Oh, the roll of quarter. That's right. Tully told us that. Remember, Conrad? Last week. Yeah. A roll of coins. And they still remember the finish, these guys, and some of the big matches, which I think is amazing.
Well, they were involved with, it wasn't a yes or no.
Right.
Look at the reaction from Earl. He sees the blood on the head of Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. There it is.
He saw was Dusty. What's he calling it?
Well, and Dusty's a TV, or Tully's a TV champ now. Yeah. They only go 7 minutes, so Dusty can hop on an airplane with Jimmy and get to Atlanta. Because we still have 3 matches to go here.
Right.
And 2 of them take about an hour or so.
Look at that blood really coming down on Dusty, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying, I'm going to put my company over here. You were saying that the guys were involved in the finish. They came up with the ideas. Tony Khan lets them do that now too, which I really appreciate. That's old school stuff. So
yeah, it is, because if you get talent involved, what they first come up with isn't going to be what you finally come up with.
Right.
And especially when you tell them, all right, we need this to go 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Or just this match. So, then you start that process and them talking, it makes for great matches.
Sure.
Great matches.
When they feel they're part of the process.
Yes.
They're more obviously involved and feel that they're a part of it, which they are obviously. So there you see the quarters that went flying in the air, and then the Vaseline over on the left that JJ's applying. Dusty opened himself up there.
Yeah.
And that's where Earl Hebner saw, uh-oh, you're bleeding. And we got a TV title switch there. Dusty and Tully had a good run together. I really like them together. Tully, who obviously you see on TV still, I tell him this all the time, he has remained in tremendous shape. He's 69 years old. He obviously works out, counseling.
He had a match this year.
Prisoners. Yeah, he had a match this year.
Yeah, he had a match on TV this year.
A match on TV this year. Yep.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the day your brother passed away, Tully came to the ring wearing the old NWA United States Championship, and FTR rounded out his 6-man tag team wearing the old Crockett blue tag titles, and Tully wrestled on TNT this year.
Yeah.
Terrific.
All right.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.